In this video, you will be seeing my girlfriend, who is not a developer, take a design she mocked up in Google Stitch and convert that into a real, live, functioning Shopify store using nothing but Claude Code in under 30 minutes. For those of you who don't know, Google Stitch, you just describe the design you want and it generates one for you. She will be driving the session and I'll just be talking her through it. Let's get into it. Okay, so we are going to be taking a Google Stitch design that you made, and then we're going to be translating into an actual live Shopify store. And you'll be able to publish it directly, your customers will be able to interact with it, and the whole thing is going to take us like 30 minutes to be able to do. So from design to live in Shopify in like 30 minutes without hiring anybody or writing any code yourself. So this would have cost you like 10K maybe 3 months ago, but now we're able to just do this in an
I'm
afternoon.
excited.
So you and Claude are going to be doing the whole thing. I'm just going to be here narrating and explaining what's going on in a little more detail and depth. So you understand what's
Okay.
actually happening. And we're going to be setting up a process where you're able to go and repeat it easily on your own later. So if something happens when you need to make an update, you know, and have the exact steps to just open up a Claude session, type the changes that you want to make, and it will be live in Shopify in no time. Now, I
Got
put
it.
together a prompt that I'm going to send to you, and
Okay.
you are just going to paste this into Claude, and I'll have the link to this prompt in the description below, but I'm just sending it to you now in the chat. And all you're going to do is take that prompt that I sent you and you're going to paste it over and put it in this chat.
Send?
Just hit enter. And so this will handle everything in the background for you. So the very first thing that's going to be doing off the bat is going to start downloading Node and the Shopify CLI, which is just some, like, you don't need to worry about that, but it's necessary to do this. But luckily, Claude handles that part. And it's going to ask you a couple questions. So come in here and
Okay.
just answer these for Claude.
Does it already have access to my Shopify?
No, not yet. You're going to, so it's going to download the Shopify. It's called the command line interface. That's how Claude's going to be able to talk to Shopify for you. And that's what it's doing right now. And then it's going to run a command in the background that's going to prompt you to log into Shopify. So see how it's installing it for you now. It was missing originally, but now it's installing it.
What is CLI?
Command line interface. So Claude Code works in the command line. So command line interface allows Claude Code to actually talk to Shopify. That's how it's
Okay.
going to get your website onto your computer, and that's how it's going to push your changes to your website to Shopify. Is through that.
So what's the difference between that and MCP?
An MCP connection is what directly talks to Shopify in a preset way that Shopify made it. So you know how when you interact with Shopify yourself, you deal with the user interface where it's like you drag in a section or you click a drop down to change the font, for example. So there's a
Yeah.
preset things you're allowed to do through the user interface. The MCP is the same way. So Shopify builds this MCP out and they grant Claude access to do a handful of things, like review the theme or like update the font, for example. They're very specific. But what the command line interface is doing is it is just taking all the code that's in Shopify, pulling it to your computer. So Claude has access to the entire code base and can do whatever the heck it wants to the code. It's not limited to the tools that Shopify built for
Mm,
Claude. Claude can do whatever it wants.
interesting. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense actually.
yeah, it's a lot more powerful.
Okay, I think it worked.
Okay, so step one is done, and currently it is going to pull your theme onto your computer from Shopify.
Oh wait, I
So
need to grab the actual Shopify.com address.
yeah.
Okay, it's working.
What's happening is we mentioned it earlier a little bit. Your Shopify store is sitting on Shopify's servers. They host the site for you. We're just getting the code that Shopify's hosting and pulling it onto your computer right now. Are you done? Hurrying it along. This could take a minute.
Oh, it's because I never allowed it. We were just gonna be sitting there forever.
Okay. So yes, here click on accept edits down there and then just go to auto mode. Yes. Now
Mm,
it's going to be able to just rip right through it. So you're already logged in to the CLI, which is really good.
I didn't know you could do auto mode.
Oh yeah, this saves amazing time saver.
Do you do this?
Yeah, every time.
What?
What it
I could
does,
have things run overnight.
yeah, you could. I mean, it depends. How long do you
Okay.
have things run usually?
I accept things a lot. Okay, your full theme is to safely.
So now all that code's on your computer in the folder that it just created. So scroll on down to the bottom, and this is where you get to just, yeah, say ready to go. And it is going to run a setup for you so you could preview what the site would look like. So it's going to open up in your browser. So you can open up either a new window in Chrome or Safari, it doesn't really matter. It's going to spit out a link for you. It's going to be something like localhost, whatever. You're going to copy and paste that and then put it in your browser. So go back to Claude for a sec because it's going to hand it to you. And it takes a minute to get running. So there you go. There's your link, HTTP. And remember, this is your website running on your computer. This has nothing to do with Shopify. Shopify doesn't know this
Whoa.
is here. It has no clue. Um,
So it just copied all that code?
yeah, it pulled all the code. So when Shopify, like you in the user interface, when you're adding new images, making a button bigger, you're making this background blue,
Hmm.
all you're doing is changing the source code in the background. That's all it's doing. And what we just pulled is that source code. So what we're going to do eventually is once we get this Google Stitch design that you have made into this existing store, then you could talk to Claude and it will make changes here. So like for example, you could say make the text blue right here for whatever reason, and then it
Hmm.
would instantly make it blue and you could preview it here and see what it looks like in real time. Pretty
Before
cool.
updating it in Shopify.
Yeah. And then when you're ready to
And
push
I
it,
just prompt Claude.
yeah, you just talk. Just all you have to do is prompt Claude, and he has it because he has access to all the files right now. Because you just downloaded them from Shopify. So the next step after this is Stitch, Google Stitch. So go back into Claude. He's gonna maybe confirm that this worked right now. Yes, it is. Okay, so yes, it's looking good. Let's move to step three. It's really simple to connect to Google Stitch. So you're gonna open up the account and then
You want me to
really
do that?
yeah, let's let Claude talk you through it for a second here because he'll give you
Okay.
the exact walk down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get your Stitch key. Are we going to show everyone my Stitch key?
Yeah, we'll generate a new one after. So don't worry about that. This is just for example. You can delete it and generate a new one. Doesn't matter. So Stitch
Where do
settings.
I go? Settings.
And scroll down a little bit. There's an API key thing. So just hit create key in the top right of
Create
that
key.
section. Yep. And it'll take a second, nothing more. And then there you go. And so see how there's that setup MCP down there?
Hmm.
Click it. And then hit select your IDE or CLI. Click on that in the left there, and then click Claude Code and copy and
Whoa.
paste that text right there. It's a little copy in the top right
This
if you
one,
want. Yeah,
not the API key.
yeah, because that's copying the whole
Okay.
command. The other one is just the API key, so it's just a little bit faster that way.
I'll copy the key it gives you. Okay.
You already what you just did is perfect. So paste this command into the Claude Code session and tell it to run it in the terminal for you.
Thank you.
Because like yeah, it should
You know I hate the terminal.
yeah.
I don't have enough memory for that.
So then what's going to happen now is this is just a nuance of Claude Code. Anytime you add a new MCP server or a new MCP connection, the current chat you are in, you need to restart in order to actually have access to the MCP connection. That's just how it
I didn't
is.
even know that.
Yeah, because it when you start a new session, it pulls all the MCP servers into context. That's when it does it. So if it's not there at the start of the session, it doesn't pull it in.
Okay, so quit it.
Yeah, quit. Yeah. Fire back up. There's a reload window, but whatever. Same deal. There you
Okay,
go.
so I'm
So
good.
let it know I'm back.
I like how you made it nice.
Yeah. Yeah, this is so that if you ever have questions again, you can always come back here and it'll be nice and helpful.
I like when it's nice.
Cloud Code's usually not nice. Cloud Code's usually pretty direct and to the point. This is the nicest I've ever seen him. He's even given you
Well, I make
emojis.
mine be really nice too and girly with
All right,
hearts.
so the Stix connection is live. It's working. And but yeah, after this, we'll delete that code and give you a new one so people can't hack your
I
stuff.
can't believe this. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's gonna give you a list of all the projects that you have in Stitch currently. It's gonna ask you which one you're gonna want to copy.
Oh, it's already connected? Damn.
It's just
Okay.
yeah, it's as simple as that. Yeah,
Let's
this
make
just
sure I
got really
tell it the
good.
right one.
Make sure, yeah, there's a
I think
handful of them.
but so in my project, there's like a ton of different screens. And how is it going to know which one? The
So
most recent, it'll know.
no, so you'll pick the screen you want it to say. So you'll be able to command being like, I want to do redo the landing page on my Shopify store. Pick this screen as the one to copy. Like, do you have multiple
Okay.
versions of the landing page you mean in there? Or do you only have one landing page and then all the other screens are for
Oh, a
different parts of the
million.
website? A million landing page screens
No, it's a million landing pages. Yeah. Because I
in
iterated on it a
in
million
the same
times.
project?
I would open it, but it'll crash my computer.
Yeah, Stitch needs to
Yeah.
figure it out. It was running 50 gigs on her computer earlier today from just trying to, but
It can't be a coincidence that I started using Stitch and now my computer's not working.
yeah, it's taking up all your memory. That's what's happening.
Memory.
Yeah, it has no more room. Like your computer doesn't have any room to operate because Stitch took up literally all the space. Let's
So I can
see.
just clear my cache.
If you clear your cache, yeah, and close the browser, then you'll be good. But it'll fill it the second you run it again, it'll just fill it right back up. So, but go back to
Yeah.
Claude and see what he's saying.
He's trying his best.
Most likely it's quietly waiting. So there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So yeah, if you go back into Stitch, you could see these are all the project names you have. Um, Pretty
It says
sweet.
lots of screens, many screens.
It doesn't even want to
Okay.
peek in there yet.
Landing page project, right? That's what I do.
Yeah.
And then do I need to get the exact screen for it?
Yes. Let's see if this breaks everything.
You're about to see how crazy this is.
Liv, this is why you have 8 million screens in one project.
I'm gonna open it now. Yeah, because every time you re-edit, like it creates a new screen sometimes, and I there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, it's this one. Jesse Instagram carousel integration.
Okay, perfect.
There's a million.
That's
I'm
all you
just gonna
need.
close this
You just
because I
yeah,
don't need,
close
right?
it, get rid of it before it destroys everything,
Instagram.
and then let it know that you're trying to. Oh, it already knows that this is for your homepage. I did make it so it's for your homepage specifically.
Perfect.
But when you go ahead and you add any other pages to your site, this is how you go and do it.
I'm so happy I don't have to be in Google Stitch anymore
It's really good for the
because then it can
bones
deal with it.
and the styling. Like
Mhm.
it's very good for that. And it's just going to keep getting better too, which is the really cool part. Because it's still, yep, it got your prep design, found a couple newer ones, but it's still in its beta stage, so it'll just get better and better and better. But being able, because how many hours did it take you, Liv, to be able to generate like the exact design that you wanted?
If it weren't for like all the times my computer crashed, I
Yeah.
could have done it in a couple hours, like 3 to 4 hours. Like I had my website done in the first time I did it. And then I was just tweaking, tweaking, tweaking. So like honestly, I probably could have just done what I had and then connected it to Claude, maybe, and
Okay.
had Claude do all the tweaks because I didn't really change that much from when I started a couple hours ago to now,
Got it.
which
So
is crazy.
so hours were wasted on iterations. So if you had just like gone your
Hmm.
first, couple of iterations in Stitch and then connected it to Claude Code, and this process, as you can see, isn't taking very long. Once it pulls the exact file here, which it's doing, it's reading all the code right now. This part might run for about 5 minutes ish, and
Okay.
then um, but you saw like you're going to be done really soon. So if you didn't waste all that time on crashing everything, you would have had your perfect website mockup to actually deployed live in Shopify in like 2 hours, 3 hours,
Yeah, that's nuts.
which is insane.
And like I just like prompting Claude. I'm used to Claude.
Yeah, Claude's better.
It likes it. Luminous editorial, a complete gorgeous editorial homepage. Thank you.
All right, let it ride.
Oh my God, yay.
They
Love
build,
it.
and then this is the moment of truth. This is the big aha moment. So this is what's going to take some time for it to do.
Wait, I can't wait for you to see it. It's not done yet. Like I need to do some tweaks with text and colors and like some things I couldn't get Google Stitch to do that I was like in Claude.
Yeah, and and it's fully integrated with your Shopify store as well. So every single like overarching theme and style is loaded in this base code. So you could change anything you want to. And you,
That's gonna be so nice.
yeah.
Because I was building it all like by component, and so you'll see like the padding on some sections is like 20 pixels and then 30 pixels, and it like doesn't align because I was just doing each section
Hmm.
instead of like I'm excited to tell Claude to make it
Yeah.
cohesive.
That'll be one prompt. Yeah. Unify the vertical spacing, unify the vertical padding throughout the site. It'll be done in a second.
Yeah, Gemini would have absolutely freaked if I asked something like that.
Yeah, your computer would have blew up. Yeah, so we will see how long this takes. Should be about 5 to 10 minutes, and then check the final result. So it's all done.
Yes. Okay, let's go see what he said. Bill.
All right, go to the URL and take it all in.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Oh shoot, that image didn't generate.
It's
I
okay.
think I gave it the wrong one, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's just a placeholder.
Damn.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, the bones are there. Like it looks so good.
Whoa, I didn't see that section.
Oh yeah. Look.
Yeah, how
But
close is this? Wow. Yeah, this looks
that's what
amazing.
like I might have given it the wrong one.
Really? This wasn't
It's
the final
really
one?
no, it's really close, but Google Stitch, you know how like it was messing up?
Yeah.
Wait, I can't wait to try asking Claude to do something. Can I do that?
Yeah, so that's kind of the whole point. So what would you like to see?
Okay. I want to put that image in immediately because it's
So
an
do you know
important
where that image is
image.
saved on your computer?
I was just gonna put it in the chat.
Yeah.
No?
You could just drag it into the chat if you know where it is. There you go. There's the
Yay.
call.
Okay.
So go back and then to the actual site and scroll up a little bit. Say
Hmm.
like the athletic is beautiful section or like the second hero section, whatever like natural language you want to describe it. And just say put this one there and it'll do it. So, oh, that's stunning. Oh, that's, but we'll see if it actually, if it reduces the quality, but there's a way, if it's not the quality you want, there's a million ways to make it better.
Yeah, a few things changed, but like for the most part, it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, it might not
And
get
I'm wondering if
everything.
it's because of the screen size. Because I think that's something that Gemini, or not Gemini, Google Stitch doesn't optimize for as much, you know? Like I was building it basically with one screen size. I'm
Mm,
scared to look what this looks like on mobile.
the
What do you
right.
think about this though? Isn't this cute? So
Yeah, as seen on Tessie
that's
Tennis.
gonna like link to the Instagram and then like here's a little input. What do you think of it?
It's gorgeous. The images are perfect.
Ooh, it just refreshed.
There it is.
Nice. Yeah.
Wow.
Dang. Okay, wait, I want to try moving. Well, actually, the text on the first. Okay, I'm gonna try it doing that too. Coming soon. All right.
And then it'll be able to just pop right on there. How long were iterations taking on Google Stitch?
If it did it right, like 10, no, like 20 seconds. But then it would create a whole new thing, and then the screen would get lost, and then it would refresh, and I would lose some things.
And then also the
Insane.
beauty of doing this in Claude Code is that when it looks a certain way, you know that it's going to look exactly that way because this is the code. When it's Google Stitch and you come over into converting to Liquid.
Yeah.
But the reason being, so Stitch gives you code that you can use out the box to make it look identical. But the issue is Shopify uses its own style called Liquid, right? And what Stitch gives you is just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And so Claude is pulling in that HTML, JavaScript, and CSS and converting it into Liquid.
Got it. So it did all this in Liquid?
Yeah, this is ready to push. You
God
can
damn, so I can literally push this to Shopify right now.
right now, you say, I'm good, put this on my site, and it'll go do it.
That's nuts. That's nuts. Did you see how quick it did that and how good it looks? See, I
Yeah,
added the border on the outside.
that it, and you're going to be able to fly through this, Liv.
And it actually stays.
It's always there. It's in code too, so it's ready to push. Yeah. And then so obviously I'm assuming you don't want to push this live to your site right now. There's a lot of changes you want to make to it. So, but just for the sake of you guys watching, all the last step of this workflow is just say push live and it will go through and it will automatically
That's all I have
update.
to do.
That's all, just one line. Yeah, just push live.
So if I push it live,
Mm.
so okay, let's say I push this live. Then I'm gonna say, wait, I actually want to update a few more things. So I tell it I want to update a few more things, and then I push that live again.
Yeah.
Like I won't be editing the live site ever, right?
Never. So you will, anytime you want to go back, you come back into this folder that it was created and you say like, I want to start editing the site. And like, let's make some changes. It will fire up a dev server for you, just like you're on right now. You'll see the changes reflected there. And then when you're ready to push, you push. So at the beginning of every session, what this will automatically do is pull all of the code that's in Shopify.
Really?
Yeah. So what you can do too, which will happen automatically, is if you want to make changes in the Shopify UI, you don't want to use Claude Code, you want to just change it in the website. Next time you go to Claude Code, it'll automatically have those updates for it.
Look at how quick it did that. Okay, ready? Let's see. Because I didn't really even give it that good of instruction. Okay, so it just did it. I was
Nice.
trying to get this section like this and then it did it, but then I wanted a little white space in beneath this, and then it did it, but wrong again, because I'm sure there's something with the code that Stitch did. And so it's like working through it so much better. And I said no, and it said, let me actually look at the preview so I can see what shifted rather than guess. Let me grab a screenshot of your homepage. So that's what I'm gonna do now is just say, no, it did this. I want you to do this, and just give screenshots.
Yeah, that's your designing, baby. I made a bunch of front end over the past like 6 months. So much of my front end work has been has been like that, honestly.
Like,
So one quick
because
tip
I
too
couldn't
there.
talk to, go ahead.
If it's having a hard time understanding you, see that high in the bottom right there, all the way in the bottom right.
Yeah.
You can click that. You can crank that all the way up if you want to ultra code. So if like this is simple front end code, it shouldn't be that complicated. But if Claude Code's like stuck on something, it can't figure it out. It needs to. There's some bigger problem. Like what it's doing right now, it's reviewing the code. It's looking at your screenshot, for example. If you've tried like two or three messages and it can't figure it out, crank that all the way up, and it'll ponder a lot more deeply on your stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is just gonna be simple, like very quick to iterate. You can go top to bottom, make it look as good as you want. And
Yay!
yeah.
See, look, let's see how this goes. It says it already has a border. I'm like, no, 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 it really doesn't. Fix them all.
And yeah, you'll be able to do that.
Um, Whoa. See, like, this is so nice.
There you go.
Boom.
And see if it works how you want it to or no.
Yep.
There you go. So yeah.
That's freaking nuts. It
Mm-hmm.
works so quick.
Mm-hmm.
Look how cool this is. And then I can have it linked to Instagram so easily with this. Oh, it already is. How'd that happen?
Did you link it to Instagram in Stitch?
I told it to, but it didn't do it. Like,
Uh-huh.
clearly it did somewhere, but like, I
Yeah.
didn't know it did it.
What do you think? Here's your website.
This is nuts. I can't wait to have Claude do everything I want to do to it and stop using Stitch. Because, like, obviously, Stitch helped me get the design and everything. And I
Yeah.
think that's like its use case, but this is insane. Like, this is insane. And I
Yeah.
can do this for my product page. Like, I can have it. I'm like excited to experiment what I can do with it. Like, for example, I'm gonna have it delete this Kickstarter just by. I don't even need any of that. But like using this design and layout, make a very similar one for the Our Story page, you know?
Yep. Exactly. You already have it down. And so yeah, you're right on the use case. Like you almost know when a website is made with Claude. Like when you've built enough, like you could spot the
Hmm.
Claudeisms everywhere. But Google Stitch allows you to create like this, for example, where it doesn't feel AI at all. Like this doesn't feel Claude whatsoever.
Mm-mm. Especially like when I iron out all the little details and stuff.
Yeah, there's little quirks. So that's what I will preface. This flow will give you 90 to 95% of the way there from your Stitch design.
Hmm.
But once, and then everything else you can easily edit with Claude in the session.
Yeah, honestly, my advice is to get the Google Stitch, do the Google Stitch a couple of times, like maybe 5 to 10, and then do the rest with Claude because one, I had this outline like low key from the beginning, and I could have gotten from this like the first outline to finished product within like 3 hours, which is crazy, like unbelievable when it looks like this and it's very similar to Road, very similar to really popular websites, and you can just use those as inspiration in Google Stitch. It's crazy.
So there you go. Get the bones in Stitch and then bring it over to Claude to fine tune. And then you're ready to go in Shopify.
Wild.
Just like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't
I'm
need to
so
obviously
excited.
push to projects. You still got some things to do, but it really is. You saw every other step in this video was as simple as one, two, three, four, five, six, seven is the final one. It will have it live on your site whenever you want it to be live.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm so excited.
And that's the whole workflow from Google Stitch Mockup to real live functioning Shopify store from someone who's never written a line of code in their lives. We didn't publish the final version on camera because Liv wanted to make a few more tweaks, but you can see those live now on tessietennis.com. And the big takeaway here isn't even that specific store. The idea is that you can go from idea or reference to full design with Claude Code way faster than you realize. If you want the exact prompt I gave her, the link is in the description, or if you're already in my free school, welcome and enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I genuinely appreciate you sticking around for the whole build. I'll see you in the next one.